you ever wondered if you need orthotic inserts for your shoe? Maybe you're someone who struggles with foot pain, knee pain, hip or back pain, and you've heard that orthotics can help with that. Well, I'm Dr. Moore with Cumberland Chiropractic and Sports Medicine, and today we're going to be answering some of those questions. We're going to be talking about what orthotics help with, how you can find out if you could benefit from them, and other questions such as this, so stick around. Okay, so again, we're talking about orthotic inserts, these pads or cushions or supports that you can put into your shoes. So the first question we want to answer is, how can you tell if you need orthotics? So I've got two easy ways that you could kind of tell at home on your own. One is take off your shoes and stand in front of a mirror. Stand as comfortably as you can and look at your feet. So what you want to see with your feet is that they are symmetric. You want to see that your toes and your feet are pointing in the same direction when you're standing, and you want to check the arch or the space underneath the middle part of your foot. It should look essentially like this picture with a nice medium arch to it. If you see that the arch is higher, so you have more space under the middle part of your foot, or if it's lower, like you have a flat foot or a fallen arch, then those are some indicators that you could benefit for an orthotic, especially if you see that the difference is in one foot but not the other, it's asymmetric. Another great way that you can find out whether you need orthotics or not, go out onto your patio or your concrete driveway, get your feet wet, and then start walking. And then look at your footprints. What you should see is that you have some space, like a little opening in the middle part of your foot. The footprints should look symmetric. If they start to resemble either of these pictures that I'm showing you here, you could either have a high arch or a low arch. And these are things that orthotics can help you with. So the next question that we want to answer are, what kind of orthotics do you need? We're going to talk about two big categories of orthotics. One is the type of orthotics that you can buy at a store. They're off the shelf. They're not really customized except for the shoe size that you're going to put them into. So who's a good candidate for these type of orthotics? Someone who could benefit from these orthotics, or if you looked at your feet and you saw that your arch is pretty close to normal and your feet are symmetric, maybe you have some foot pain or maybe some mild knee or hip pain, those are people that may start or benefit from those over-the-counter orthotics. So you should give those a shot before you go straight to custom. So what if you were one of the people who looked in the mirror or at your footprints and you saw that you had an asymmetry to your arch? Maybe one arch was fallen, or one seemed a little bit higher, or one foot is pointing in a different direction, then you're someone that could benefit from a custom orthotic. One that is tailored to your feet and that will help to justify that difference between one foot and the other. The reason that's so important is because that asymmetry in your arch and the way that your foot is moving can cause a twist to your leg, it can cause knee pain, hip pain, back pain, things like that. And those over-the-counter orthotics don't address that. It's just essentially putting a cushion under your asymmetric feet, whereas a custom orthotic would pretty much solve that asymmetry or support you in a more symmetric way. So the last question we want to talk about is, so how can orthotics help you? Well, if you're one of those people that we talked about where your feet have a problem, a fallen arch, asymmetry, something like that, those asymmetries, like we mentioned, cause problems up the chain, not just at your foot, but in your knee, your hip, your lower back, the way your whole body moves. By fixing that with an orthotic, you can reduce pain, but you can also reduce wear and tear. You're not going to be putting as much strain on those joints where you have that twist or that asymmetry going on. So if you're in a need for an orthotic, or you have a foot problem, you think this person or the problem that we're describing might be you, give us a call. We'd love to help you with it. We help fit people for those custom orthotics. Until next time, this has been Dr. Moore with Cumberland Chiropractic and Sports Medicine, where we get you better, faster.